Being stressed out is such an amazing privilege to have that most people don't even realize. So the idea behind being stressed out and people why they don't like it is because they're scared they're going to lose something. And that is true. When you're like stressed out about a test, you could do bad on it. You could lose something. You could lose your grade in that sense. And yes, that is a bad thing, but you also have to think about it on the flip side. If you're stressed out about something, it means you have something to gain as well. So you should be looking at it as a good thing. I am stressed out because I am able to gain something and I have the opportunity to gain something. So I should gain that thing and I should do good on whatever it is. And that is the part that a lot of people, or why they don't like being stressed out, because they think they could only lose something. Because the mind always goes to the negative before it even considers the positive. And I want everyone that's watching this and everyone in general to really switch their mindset to understand that you should be looking at the positive of every interaction. Every time you're stressed out, every time you feel a lot of pressure, every time you're sad, there's always a flip side to it. There's always a positive. And you should be looking for that so you could gear your motivation and your drive to getting the positive thing rather than going to the negative. Because if you're always thinking about the negative, it is more likely to happen because your brain is only able to kind of think in the negative. If you're like thinking something, it's probably going to happen. So if you're thinking something negative, of course the negative's more likely to happen. And you get stressed out, and then you're like, oh, I just want to scroll. I just want to stop thinking something negative because you're sad. And you do that by covering it up. And the issue with covering it up is because you're not really targeting it. If it's a test, or if it's like building a business, and you procrastinate and you don't study, of course you're going to do bad on it. And you're stressing out and you cover it up, and then it gets worse because the bad thing does actually happen. Your fear does come to life because you didn't do anything to change it. What you guys now have to be thinking is what's the positive side? If I'm stressed out about a test, if I'm stressed out about a business, well, the business could go good, the test could go good, I could raise my grade. And you got to be starting to motivate your way or change your thinking to that so your motivation starts to increase. Because you're thinking, oh my God, I can do so good on this test. I want to do so good on this test. You're going to be like, how do I do that? Let's go study. And it might stress you out a bit more, but you have to get comfortable in that stress rather than trying to cover it up. Stress is not a bad thing because it means you're able to do something good, so you have to be able to bask in it. You have to be able to understand that being stressed it should push you rather than pull you away from the situation or pull you away from whatever you're meant to do. And that will find you so much more success than simply drowning it out with other things. A big one is scrolling. Another one is kind of going to bed, eating a bunch. There's a bunch of different vices when it comes to stressed out people, what they do to cover it up. And I'm guilty of this too. I do the same thing of different times, but it's something that I've worked on and something that since I've worked on it's made such a huge impact in my school and my life and everything else. Like I'm stressed out at the gym if I see people, but I'm like, okay, well if I see people, what if they really fuck with me now that I go to the gym? Ooh, that sentence didn't come out right, but what if they really like that I go to the gym and then we become good friends? Like if I knew them at school or whatever. I don't even think about that. I don't even think to talk to people because if I see them, I want to avoid them because I'm stressed out what they might think. I'm feeding into my fears, and that's the issue. I can't possibly expect a good outcome if all I'm thinking of is the negative. All I'm thinking of is the downside. And it's so easy to think of the downside because even if I say, don't think of like the common don't think of an elephant, you're going to think of it. You can only think of the downside. You're only able to process it. So you have to rewire your brain to think of something better. And it's such a hard thing to do, but if you do it, I'm sure that it will be better. Nice and short and sweet for today. My YouTube video has been falling off. I don't really know what it is. Drop a comment about a suggestion. Like the video and sub so I can try to grow this. I'm really trying my best to give the highest quality of advice. I'm moving to college, which will give me a whole new range of experiences to tell. And I'm trying to make this not a career, but something that I could be proud of because I do want to be able to pass this down and I do want to try to share my message and help as many people as possible. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.